This is the bike that I rode for this gravel race. It's a Specialized Epic World Cup. It's actually a mountain bike, full suspension. I put on gravel bars. SRAM transmission. It's got 2.2 Race King tires, front and back. Carbon stem from Zip, carbon bars from Zip. These are the Explorer bars. Gravel and wine race number. Nice size there. They didn't make it too big, which is really nice. There's the fork suspension, brain fork. Bike's a little dirty. This is post-race. There it is. Getting ready to start the race, just doing a little 360 spin. I was lined up a little late, so I'm a little far back, unfortunately.
You are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Be safe, have fun. Come on.
It was a little chilly in the morning, but it warmed up perfectly for the start of the race. If you were over clothed, you would pay for it later because there was going to be a lot of climbing very quickly. Coming out of here, this is maybe one of my few critiques of this race, which was a great course, great race, great event. Critique right here is someone parked to block the part of the exit of the race, and actually caused, you look at that green vehicle right there on the right, choke point right there at the start. And then my only other critique right here is this beginning part. It would have been cool that if there was some sort of a neutral start, especially because of the choke point there. By the time, you can see I started pretty far back. By the time I got out of there, the guys that were lined up at the very start were way down the road, so I ended up doing a lot of work right here to try to catch back up. And they were moving pretty quickly, so it took a little bit to get back up there. You can't even see the main group from right here. You can barely see them right there. There's a short paved section here, and then you dump into gravel. Bit to work through these guys, but not trying to work too hard. The climbing is going to be coming up, but I want to try to catch the main group before the next paved section, because I feel like if I didn't catch them then, they would move way too quickly and I just never see them. little disadvantage starting in the back, for sure, without a neutral start here. About a few minutes ago, I noticed that my power meter wasn't connected, so as I get down here, I start to fumble around and try to figure out how to connect it. Finally ended up giving up and just ran without a power meter the entire race. There's a main group up there. I'm getting closer. I can jump around this corner here just to cut it off. I know that corner's will slow me down a little bit, so I'm trying to get the last little effort in here to try to catch up, but they're moving pretty quick. Been about 8 minutes since we took off. I've been putting in pretty hard, not too hard, but like harder than I would have liked. Definitely harder than it would have been if I was sitting in the bunch, but I need to catch these guys before we hit this paved section that's coming right over this hill. Especially being on a mountain bike, drop bar mountain bike with the tires that I have, I felt like if I didn't get in the group in the pavement, then I would be in big trouble. Them by the time it started, so I'm in big trouble, so I end up putting pretty good effort in here just to get back on, to make sure I get back on. There's going to be a right-hand turn, probably like 200 yards up ahead, so I want to try to connect with them then. Stay arrow. I'm almost there. And we made it. In this corner too, why not? Just to get in the very back of the group. Bike tires are for. And we're on, and so now that I'm on, I'm just going to sit in, try to recoup from that, because the climbs are coming up shortly. There's a stretch of pavement here, and then it will dip into dirt for a very short time, and then one steep climb, and then back to pavement, and then there's a paved climb after that. Trying to rest a little bit. We're still moving pretty good. It's at this point I kind of realize that either I'm not feeling as good as I should have or normally would have, or I just had to work way too hard at the start to catch these guys. So I end up sitting in for quite a while. I'll end up shutting off the camera because I'm just kind of sitting in the group and resting. We skipped ahead a little bit. We're still in the group. We're getting really close to a little dirt section, and then in that dirt section there'll be one little punchy climb. My whole thought on the climb, little punchy climb there, was it could be a choke point, so I wanted to get ahead of the group and then go up that climb first, so I didn't get stuck behind anybody that couldn't make it up the climb, or if it got too congested and people had to jump off their bike. Because the climb does pitch up to 23% grade, which is pretty steep in certain spots, like 18% to 20-some% grade there, so I start to work my way up here into the group before we get to the turn. As I pass the group here, there's a guy in a white jersey. Look at him as he turns around and looks at me and probably is thinking, what is this idiot doing? so the short punchy climb is kind of coming up, and I wanted to get there before everyone else, just so I didn't get caught in the congestion. So mission accomplished there. Just get up over that as the goal, and then try to get back connected with the group. Not feeling too great right now, just not seeming to feel like myself normal right now. I was way more tired than I felt that I should be at this point. But this is really early on in the race, and my legs are already not feeling good, so I knew it wasn't going to be a good day, but over my shoulder just now. I look back, I see the group, the peloton, it's really close. They caught up, and we're almost to the punchy climb, so I'm just gonna get over to the side, get some good video of everyone going up. Little did everyone know I would be trying to congest this area myself. This climb quickly pitches up to 17-18%, and then right up here it's actually 23%, so it's a pretty steep little climb on the dirt. You can see how hard everyone's working to get up and over. Pretty short though, so it's just pushing through this. Alright, mission accomplished. I successfully controlled the group, got in front, and caused a little congestion myself. Now we're going down the hill. I'm going to try to get back with that group, catch back up. Never really do that. They take off. There's a lot of climbing after this, and I just did not have it today, so I was done. I ended up finishing 31st overall, and had a good time. Organization of the race was great. Signage was good. Food was good. Drinks were good. Raffle after the race was really cool. And the gifts and stuff, which I thought was nice, helped keep everybody there after to watch the podiums. They gave prizes to the top 3 categories, or top 3 finishers in each of the categories. Drone footage is going to be real cool. Haven't seen that yet, but should come out soon, they said, and looking forward to seeing the photos and the video, the official photos and video from this. For wine, of course, since it was at the Lorimar Winery, they had an assortment of wine there, and then beer as well. You had a drink and a meal ticket. For food, they had pasta and chicken, salad, bread, and then they had a vegetarian pasta option. There was no medals or anything for this one that they would give out or anything like that, but they gave everyone a t-shirt that signed up, which is good, which is cool. Don't really really care for participation medal, so all good there. And then I guess only negatives that I can think of were just the minor thing with the car parked at the start of the race, kind of causing congestion. I could look for that next time, and then maybe consider a more neutral start for the race, just to keep everyone bunched together before everything unleashes, especially coming out of that tight starting area. That's it for me. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the short video hereafter.